Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 10 of the NFL on E!
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potential nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He juked him. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no, 2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And, boy, there's that elusiveness on display, spinning forward and able to get 6 yards out of that. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes them back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Back to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Five yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Madison. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Second and 5. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead in the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Behind the chain, second and 13. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Trevor Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Quick slant to Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Waller taking it in over the middle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And taken right at the 35. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Drew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Pete Werner. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Second and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Whitfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Madison, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run the counter. Madison, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here. And we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 95 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A give to Etienne running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They're going to look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll go down at the 28. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give to Etienne. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action with Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 8. And they'll run here with Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
it's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this off to ETN. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Back and forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Again, he finds more. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hogan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick here is good. And it's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Third and long always tilts to the defense, and I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him, and somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Moore. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hogan. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless this time. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way